Okay, welcome back. And today we are going to have the activation of the master glands, but in particular we are going to see the pituitary or hypophysis. This gland, like we saw the last time, both glands, the pituitary and the pineal, are regulating the endocrinal system. But the hypophysis by itself is the queen gland because brings balance, harmony, but also is the one that is directly generating all the biopeptides that we have on the brain, but also is connected to the all the fluid that is in the spine. But also at the same time is connected to both hemispheres, the right and the left hemisphere of my brain, but in the way that is connecting to the all senses. Then the pineal is governing both hemispheres, but the sense of the connection and the masterhood of the connection through the senses and the knowledge of the human being is connected by the hypophysis. Now, the hypophysis is related also is linked to the whole access of sexual energy and pleasure states, but also is linked to the whole process of supraconscious states, altered states of mind. Then all the overstimulation that we can have as human beings by the senses, but also by the pleasure and by the sexual energy, the hypophysis is the one that says, okay, I'm going to connect everything and I'm going to allow to do synapses in the brain. And she's the one that is going to say, okay, this is enough, we stop. Or let's go to the pleasure. And because of that sense, is connected, this balance, this harmony is connected to something that we call emotional body also. Because she's the one that says, okay, how am I feeling? She's the one that is governing, this is me, and this is you. This is my reality, and this is what I feel. And that's your reality. And she can separate, and what we do in Tantra, she's the one that governs to be omnipresent in everything. If I'm telling you, you can look to me into the screen, but now what I'm going to tell you is that even though you are linking to the screen, I wanted that you see what is around. Keep your eyes looking, and then immediately, all this sensation that I can connect to that thing or to that thing, even though I'm talking to you, is the hypophysis. Then, all these planes that I can generate through my whole consciousness is directed and harmonized by the hypophysis. With this in mind, and what I'm going to tell you is the one that opens the third eye. The hypophysis in reality is connecting third eye, Sahasrara, and at the same time Bindu. The three one are going to be connected by the pituitary or hypophysis. That means that it can give you an hypersensibility that can trigger your sixth sense, your intuition. Meanwhile, the pineal can be expanding and expanding your whole spirit. The hypophysis is the one that is going to say, okay, we can go to supraconsciousness. Okay, I can direct your sixth sense. I can start to vinculate with you in a different way. I can be sensitive enough to feel your energy. And that's the hypophysis. Then this is very important, what we are going to be doing, activating it. And we are going to be having very different exercises in order to activate it. And the first one is connected to the physical body. If I connect to the physical body, I connect to the energetical, and then to the emotional, and then to the causal. Then the first exercise that we are going to be doing is we are going to lay down on the yoga mat, like Savasana. And what I wanted to do is that first we're going to connect pelvic floor and top of my head. And from then we are going to be doing different kinds of exercises. What I want is that when I told you to squeeze part of your body, you do it. Don't do it like mushy. Do it completely. If I do it like that, I can awake directly all the energy to the hypophysis. If I just do it soft, there's not going to be reaction. Okay? Good? Now, the target to activate the hypophysis or the pituitary is because it can bring balance to everything. I can generate homeostasis, that is the autoregulation of the body, but most of it I can take advantage if I activate. It's going to be bringing awareness of what I feel, what I can regulate in my biological body, what I can regulate emotionally, and what I can sense out of myself through life. And it can activate also the CD system, your hypernatura. It's more or less like activation of cobra breath, but we are just separating just for the hypophysis. It's good. Now, before we are going to continue, I'm going to be asking you something. I would like to ask you, how do you feel right now? Second thing, if you are capable to do a lot of breath work and be okay with this. Victor?
Yeah, I'm fine and I'm kind of prepared, yes.
Okay. Mike?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's perfect.
Okay, there's no problems with the heart?
No.
No arrhythmias, nothing like that?
None.
Okay. Tulio?
I'm 100% fine and I'm happy to do lots of breath work.
Okay, perfect. Then please tell me if you can sing. Okay? One side to the... You are in your home now? Everybody?
Sorry, what? Say it again?
Is everybody in their homes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't ask to Mike, but I can ask for Tulio and to Victor to put any kind of essential oil that you want and smell it. You can put it in your hands and then smell it. And Mike, if you have essential oils, it's okay. But if you have a cologne that you use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you put a little bit down here and then smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually my vaporizer with the frank incense now. Oh, here. All right.
Please. I smell it, and then okay, I'm going to lay down on the yoga mat. Let me get this. And I'm going to just a moment. I'm going to place myself in Savasana. Going to relax. And I'm going to be closing, pay attention to the ceiling. I'm going to squeeze my perineum, my tongue into the palate, inhale. And I'm going to exhale through mouth. I squeeze my perineum, my tongue into the palate, I inhale through nose. I hold the breathing, look to the ceiling, exhale. I close my legs. I inhale through the nose. Hold the breathing, exhale. Squeeze your butt, perineum, lower stomach, inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. I'm going to place my hands above my head, inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. Squeeze butt, perineum, lower stomach, tongue into the palate, inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. I stretch a little bit more. Squeeze your butt, perineum, lower stomach, inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. I point with my toes towards the wall, inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. Keep the toes pointing toward the wall. Palm of the hands together, inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. Very gentle, I'm going to try to see my own hands and stay like that. Inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. Squeeze butt, perineum, lower stomach, in. Ex, in. Ex, in. Ex, keep looking to your hands, in. Ex, in. Ex, in. Ex, inhale and hold. Stretch yourself. Close your eyes. Keep looking to your hands with the eyes closed. Tense, tense, tense. Come back. Exhale through mouth and relax. Keep your eyes closed. In through mouth. Out of mouth. Sensations in the body. In through mouth. Out of mouth. Inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. Inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. And I start to relax my breathing. Okay, ready? Next exercise. I'm going to place my hands underneath my butt. And I'm going to try to reach like this. Open your chest. I wait for everybody. I look to the ceiling. I look to the back. I'm going to lay down my head on the floor. Stay there, relax your body. Your chest is open. Your tongue in the hard palate. Inhale through nose and exhale through nose. Ready? Gently close the eyes. I put tensions in the eye. 3, 2, 1, inhale deep, hold it. Come back to original position, exhale through mouth. In through mouth, out of mouth. Very good. I flex my knees, my sole of the feet to my butt, and then I'm going to bend a little bit to the right, both knees. Stay there, relax. Into mouth, out mouth, and go to the left, and just is a relaxed posture. And I'm stimulating the gonads in my body, lower endocrines. Okay, both knees pointing towards the wall, and then I stretch, and I'm going to go out of this position. Okay, is everybody okay?
Ah,
Okay, good. These two exercises activate a little bit the hypophysis. And what we're going to be doing is something really easy. My tongue is going to be where the teeth are, and I'm going to put pressure there. I'm going to squeeze my perineum. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to squeeze very gentle my eyes to the front. And then relax and open your eyes. Tongue, close your eyes, tense your eyes, and then relax. Tongue, close your eyes, tense your eyes, relax and open. Nostril breathing. In. Exhale. 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 In. Hold the breath. I open eyes, I close. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Relax and exhale through mouth. In through mouth, out of mouth, and just feel the sensations. I open my eyes very gentle. Right hand, I'm going to cover my right ear. I'm going to look to my left and stay looking to your left. Over there, looking to your left, I'm going to tense a little with my eyes. Come back to the middle. Close my right ear. And then I'm going to look to the other side. My left ear, I look to the right, sorry. Tense your eyes a little bit, then come back to the mirror. I close both. I'm going to look towards the ceiling. I look to the mirror. Ceiling, mirror, ceiling, mirror, ceiling, mirror, ceiling, mirror, ceiling, mirror. Inhale through mouth, exhale through mouth. Inhale. Close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Release your ears. Exhale through mouth. Very gentle, in through mouth, out through mouth. Open your eyes. Going into the palate. I'm activating my whole senses in order to activate the hypophysis in a different way. The first two exercises were to strengthen the nervous system of the vertebral column in order to activate the whole communication of my hypophysis to the rest of the body. Now I'm going to try to work with my senses. I'm going to be asking you something very simple. Chest out. I put my hands on my knees. My tongue is in the hard palate. And we are going to do a pranayama that is called the B sound. I'm going to inhale through the nose. And I'm going to exhale with the sound of my exhalation. Okay? It's very important. Tongue in the hard palate. Chest out. Inhale. Drop the head to the back. I come back with the sound. I have to finish on my chest with my chin. Ready? In that position, I look to the screen. I inhale through the nose, in. Open chest, drop the head to the back. Come back with the sound. Again, look to the screen, open your eyes, keep like this. Squeeze button in lower stomach, chest out, inhale. Hold it, come down, eyes closed. I open my eyes, I look to the screen. Squeeze button in lower stomach, inhale. Come back. Last time, open the eyes, look to the screen, squeeze both perineum, lower stomach, inhale. Look to the middle. Stay there. Fire breathing through the nose. Look exactly where the light is there on the screen. Fire breathing through the nose. Inhale deeply. Drop the head to the back. Tense your eyes. Come back. Hold the breathing. Hold the breathing. Exhale through mouth. I look to the screen. Into mouth, out mouth. Very gentle, right hand. And I just put close attention to my palm of the hand. I'm going to get it closer to my own body, just in front. And I'm going to try to send myself to feel. I'm not going to touch me, just a few centimeters just before. Into mouth, out mouth. I'm going to try to feel and sense. I'm not touching, I'm just above my body. I can go to my own stomach and also I'm not touching it. I got the exercise. And we're going to have a little bit of a feedback. Victor, how was it?
Oh. It feels okay. It feels good, but actually it's like the sensations are much more open. I can really feel the vibration in my body. The last touch without touching is really working. I feel it really. Mm-hmm. It's really opened that whole spectrum of the possibility of doing it that way. Was not difficult at the beginning for my complication with breathing, but as was going, really working, and the sensations coming into my body. And seeing, I see green color. I don't know if this was because I used the green essential oil, but I saw a lot of green.
Okay.
Green turquoise.
Thank you. Mike?
I feel a lot calmer at the moment. I could feel that there was some sort of energy between my hand and my body when I brought my hand down. And the very first thing, I felt a lot of like energy moving into my shoulder. I don't know, there was like lots of energy just moving up into my left shoulder.
Okay, perfect. In the exercise, did you feel something special?
No.
No. Okay. Tulio?
Very intense for me, Anand. Massive pulsing in my head, and doing the scanning, my hand got so hot. And just looking at you now, it's like doing trataka, where you look at a candle and everything goes white. I'm having that now, just looking at you.
Yeah, what we are doing is hyperactivating the way we felt. Now, this is very important for us because one of the senses triggers more experience than the other ones. Then maybe the sound could be better, the eyes, or the taste. When we do the vibration, it activates also the sense of the taste. When we did the prolongations, allowed us in order to communicate the whole hypophysis to the rest of the vertebral column and spine. And what it does, the exercise that we just have done it, is just to amplify a little bit the way we sense. And this is really important because what we are doing is activating a little bit more the hypophysis. Now we are going to do an exercise, and what I want is that you be careful. I'm going to be having a bell. I'm going to take I don't know if the music is on. No, the music is not on. I'm going to put a bell, and this is very important that you allow yourself to be connecting to the void sensation. I'm not going to be asking, I'm not going to tell you what you have to experience, but what you need to experience is that we're going to be lacking the sound, and we're going to be lacking the smell, and we're going to be lacking the eyes. Now, it's very important. We're going to do something like this. My thumbs are going to be, don't do it yet. My thumbs are doing like this like this, and this like this. And down here, there's a gentle pressure. Now, if I do this, you are going to barely to hear me. Now, what I wanted is that you concentrate in what your mind is going to be projecting. Okay? It's going to be lasting like 20 seconds, and I'm going to ring the bell. All the inhalation is through the mouth, very gentle. Okay? Before the exercise, I'm going to put a lot of oxygen in the brain. Mm-hmm. Then with that oxygen, we are going to trigger the communication of the hypophysis to both hemispheres. But the exercise, what it does is connecting to supraconsciousness in a biophysical way, okay? Then let me bring the bell. Do you hear it enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now what we're going to be doing is a little bit of Kapalabhati or Kalapavati. I'm going to tell you to put and very gentle place the tongue into the palate and caress it. Now squeeze your perineum and pulse it. You are caressing the palate and you're pulsing your perineum. Now your lower stomach, and you are connecting to genitalia. Your vertebral column is straight. And you're going to concentrate just in the exhalation through the nose. Ready? Relax. I stop. And I just keep squeeze my perineum. I stop the tongue. Place the tongue like this. Exhale through the nose. Push it with the diaphragm. Inhale deeper to the nose. Come back very gentle. Squeeze again perineum and exhale through mouth. Deep inhalation. In. Hold. Keep a squeeze perineum. Come back and exhale very gentle through mouth. Caress the palate, few seconds. And now keep a squeeze the perineum, diaphragma and exhalation. Inhale. Come back, exhale through mouth. Inhale through nose. Come back, exhale through mouth. Now, hard fingers. Tops into the ears. Index fingers on the lid of my eyes, gentle pressure. And we start. Keep in through mouth, out of mouth. Victor. Yeah, good. How was Mike?
Yeah, it was great. Like, I don't know, we're absorbed in this world, and I could just, I don't quite know how to explain it, but it felt great, and it felt just within myself.
Okay, they were thoughts or they were not thoughts?
I thought like I was flying through space and those stars were coming towards me.
Okay. Was there any thinking?
No, I was trying to clear my mind. I was thinking, I thought I could actually see myself as I was flying through space, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Tulio?
I felt like I was underwater and my mind was just blank. It was just quiet, very, very silent.
Mm-hmm. Victor?
I'm very much now into colors. So what came into the colors of the tiger eye stone. So this was here in front of me.
Perfect. Okay. What it triggers more or less because of the nerves of the eyes has a lot of information. We are pushing the nerves. We are contracting this, and all the senses, and it keeps us on silence. It's like when you go to sleep that there is darkness. That darkness started to trigger things onto you. And that immediately what the hypophysis is doing is going to go to your memories that are not related to circumstances. they are connected to frequencies. And then that's the most beautiful thing about this kind of tool. It was just maybe 40 seconds to 1 minute. And then immediately the hypophysis collect frequencies and colors, or collect circumstances and colors, and put it back right to you. Sometimes it's completely dark and there's just a little bit of colors. For some other people, it's whole kaleidoscope of colors, but it will be depend on you and the nerves of your eyes. Okay. Now, what we have just done, we have stimulated the hypophysis in a whole completely different way. We force the hypophysis to collect frequencies. And this is really nice because it's not collecting information. It's just collecting the vibration of the frequencies. There's no ideas, there's no thoughts, because we cannot think. Then everything is closed down. And the only thing that we are capturing is the frequencies of energies that we got storage by the hypophysis. And what is the advantage to do that is because the more we stimulate the senses, the more stimulate the frequencies of the hypophysis, the more capability we are going to create inner wisdom in order to create balance in us, but also we are going to have the capability to see far beyond what is right now in front. It's not only that I'm seeing in front, but I'm capable to see what is behind here, what was the result to be down here, and what are going to be the repercussions of doing this. Then what it does, the hypophysis, when we stimulate it, it activates all the levels of the reality. Then if I activate all the levels of reality, it's not only that intuition is going to be working, it's going to be the capability to be applying logical, emotional, assertiveness, receptiveness, masculine, feminine, all the benefits of the masculine and the feminine, egoism, just violence, bad things, also good things, balancing everything. Then once it's there activated, I can say, okay, I can drink this and it's going to be doing this to me. At the same time that I'm drinking this and I know what is it, I know where it's coming from. But if I drink it more, it's going to be doing this. If I don't drink it, it's going to be doing that. And you will not take too much time to do it. That's the advantage of activating the hypophysis and allow you to be sensitive. And how sensitive I can be. Then I can project myself, even though you are over there in South Africa and Victor is in Amsterdam, I can sense you. It creates empathy, energetical empathy, like that. And what is the advantage to create empathy, energy empathy? Is that, for example, if Mike, you are a businessman, now you know what is the nature of this man or this business and what I have to do or what I don't have to do. If I'm a therapist like Tulio and Victor, what is my client doing? Okay, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. And I don't have either to do a lot of therapies, I didn't have to do that, I didn't have to do that, I didn't just awake my hypophysis. And the way to be sensitive with your sixth sense is there. Now, this is very important because hypophysis can link, even though I'm talking to you, I can start to unfold different realities. I can still talking to you, have my logical aspects of the lesson, but at the same time, I can be connected to my energetical self outside of my body, but I still keep talking to you. I can bring my inner wisdom, but also I can be connected to my partner. And then when I'm connecting to my partner, even though I'm talking to you, I'm feeling him or I'm feeling her. And then I'm linked and I'm bringing his energy or her energy to me, but also I'm here. Then you become multidimensional. Mm-hmm. Once you become multidimensional, in sympathetic, energetical way, you can embody everything, and you can have wisdom, not 2, 3, not 4, 100 times bigger than somebody else. That's the activation of the hypophysis. Besides that, it can regulate oxytocin, endorphin, and dopamine. That's what's going to be the next exercise. Okay, good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And there, if we're talking about this now, it's possible, for example, that you can use that knowledge like to, in more in an esoterical way. Like, for example, that that kind of color connect to certain archetypes, and that means something. No, or
Yeah, with everything.
okay.
You can connect everything. You connect the dots of what is esoterical and what the energetical and what is the biological and the psychological.
Okay.
Everything makes sense because you are capable to see far beyond what is in reality. You detach things and then you can say,
Yeah.
it's not only the archetype, it's not only the symbology, what is behind one thing, and then I can sense.
Yeah. It's like be present and here, but also in the space, everything connected to one thing. And you're with all the eyes open, behind, front, there and there.
Imagine that you are a wise man, that you are a scientific, that you can link not only with the biological aspect of what Tulio has, but also you can link to the energetical aspect, but also the spiritual aspect, but also what is behind not only Tulio, but what is behind the soul. Mm-hmm. If you more develop the hypophysis, you can see all the realities in all the planes. And what I say in all the planes is esoterical, physiological, biological, energetically. But also is not only that, it's the capability to see opportunities where they are not. And with everybody is doing something else, now I know what to do. It's this and it's down there. And if I'm a co-creator and I'm a person that I wanted to create things or advise people, then I can see where I have to go and how I can give with no creating karma, because you are in balance, because your hormone that creates balance of the senses is already amplified. You put an antenna and amplify everything 1,000 times faster and bigger. But that's with the sense and the awareness that you are amplifying the hypophysis and the senses and the empathy and what it comes out of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel all that happening when I suspend people. And it's completely like everything, the person in front of you, the thing you're doing, yourself, the surrounded, and all one big thing. That nothing can happen. Also, obviously, you need to be aware of what is happening around you.
It depends the people there.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for the next exercise?
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be very funny. Do you have any kind of cushion there? Or a towel? I will do this with my cushion. I'm going to place it up just underneath my pelvic area. It's a pity that there's no women, but it's good enough. Then, sorry. I'm going to move to the right, to the left, right, left, right, left, to the front and to the back. Front, back, right, left, right, left. Vertebral column completely straight. Follow my breathing. In. Inhale. Come to the front. Exhale. Stand up. I'm very gentle. I'm going to the front. I'm going to the back. Front. Back. Go to squeeze perineum and then relax it. Squeeze when you are in the back and then relax it. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. And you are stimulating perineum. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relaxing. Keep a squeeze perineum. You don't breathe it. The only thing that is stimulating is the pelvic floor and your vertebral column. Inhale and hold. Come back and exhale through mouth. Sensations in through mouth of mouth. Now try to feel if everything came together good. There's a pulsation in the agna, that is the forehead, but also there's sensibility in the whole body. I open my eyes very gentle. Julio, how are you?
Amazing. I felt a pulsation now more at the back, but also everywhere on my whole cranium.
Yeah, one of the aspects that we did is just to bring the oxytocin and the endorphin backwards. Then what I did, instead that my hypophysis was creating oxytocin and endorphin, what I did, I was giving the oxytocin and the endorphin to my hypophysis. Then in the movement, yeah, I was creating by the spine oxytocin and endorphin and a little bit of vasopressin because I was squeezing my perineum and I was connecting my pelvic floor to that. Then my cortex started to generate all the biopeptides necessary. Then I was inhaling and exhaling and I was moving. Once I got all the biopeptides that my hypophysis normally does, I was doing through the body. Then I inhale very deep and then I bring, instead that she generated, she was ready to generate, but there was already biopeptides. And then what happened is that she started to generate and the biopeptides came. And this was an exploit. And then immediately, this is awakened, this is awakened, this is awakened. And then the whole body is awakened energetically, but also your nervous system. Okay. Mike, how was for you?
That was good. I felt like tingling all the way to my fingers.
Yeah, it's normal. And you feel the sensation. I was not having tingling in my hands, but I had been like somebody had put electricity on my hair, on my arms.
Yeah, I could feel it in my tips and just the edges, like they were just felt. Yeah.
Okay.
I still feel it now.
Victor,
Yeah, I also felt it's a vibration and all trunk in my body, and the pressure in the forehead.
Okay. Now what we're going to be doing is what we're going to be doing today with this activation. For those ones that they came to the morning, today is a special day, you know, it's just new moon. You want to sense an intention of the activation of your pituitary or hypophysis, that is called. Both our names are for the same thing. The hypophysis is linked in something that is called the Turkish chair. And the Turkish chair, it was because it was put in honor to a Sophie state. Sophie of connection to the supraconsciousness. It is like a bone that is holding the little glands that is the size of a pea, and is there like in a chair. And in old times, they knew that that was the third eye, and the Sumerians, they started to call the chair. Now the Sufis, when they started to do these kind of exercises, you know, that they are moving, they're connecting the nervous system. And what we did with this exercise, they do it in movement, that they are dancing. Immediately the hypophysis is activated with that dynamic meditation. And then is the practice of the Sufis in order to go to supraconsciousness. With the physical exercise, they go directly stimulate the hypophysis, and then they are out, and they are becoming a channel of energy and knowledge. And in this case, we did it not like the Sufis, and that's why it's called the Turkish chair, because of Turkey, and because of the practice of the Sufi and the knowledge that is behind it. Instead of doing the whole movement like this, we did this, that is more easier. We can do the other one in another class, and it's going to be very powerful. I started just to develop a protocol because I'm going to be doing it in the classes of the master class, and it's going to be really nice. This is the first time that I'm exploring this kind of active meditations of Sufism. Ready to the final thing? Just it will take us a couple minutes. Good? Okay. Chin to the chest. Eyes open. I'm going to try to think that I'm looking to the screen. If you can look, it's okay. Stay there, relax. Look to the screen, relax. Look to the screen, relax. When you look to the screen, squeeze perineum, relax. When you look to the screen, squeeze perineum, and now your tongue is caressing the palate. Relax. Again, relax. Again, relax. Again, stay there. Start to breathe through the nose. Inhale. Hold it, come back to the middle. Look to the screen. Place an intention with this beautiful energy, and then exhale very gentle through mouth. Close your eyes. In through mouth, out through mouth. And you don't have to do nothing, but there's a lot of series of lights, colors, or just white and black, and it's like an emptiness. Focus your attention in the intention that you have thought when you finish the exercise. Tongue into the palate. Squeeze your perineum. Inhale through the nose. Hold it. Think that the energy over there is in your hypophysis. Exhale very gentle through mouth. Again, perineum, tongue into the palate. Inhale through nose. And your intention is over there in the hypophysis. Like a diamond. It's still there in the middle of your brain. Exhale very gentle through mouth. And allow to manifest the intention to the rest of the brain. I open my eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much.
Namaste.
How do you live?